surgery would involve taking a piece of rib and putting him here.
It's gonna make my eyes pop and look bigger. I want it to look like a cartoon or anime face.
We could have our own boat, and that was always sort of a wish list. It was a dream in my mind.
I wish I was asleep for this.
We're well aware that celebrities are known for their stunning appearances. However, the quest to maintain their fine looks often leads them to seek a more unnatural solution: plastic surgery. While these procedures often go smoothly, there are instances where they turn into total disasters. Join us as we delve deep into the intersection of wealth and plastic transformations. Here are 25 celebrities, their before and after moments, showcasing a mix of hilarious, bizarre, and downright surprising transformations. Number 25. Katie Price. Katie Price, the well-known English media personality and model, distinguishes herself by openly sharing her plastic surgery experiences, in contrast to celebrities who keep such matters private. Embracing transparency, she fearlessly alters her appearance without apologies. Starting as a natural-looking model, Katie boldly revamped her image at 30, and at 45, continues prioritizing her happiness. In 1999, she underwent a significant transformation, increasing her chest from 32B to 32DD and refining her nose shape. By 2006, she proudly identified as totally plastic, fully embracing this unique identity by 2011. Over time, Katie's changes became more pronounced. In 2016, she opted for fuller lips and a more radiant face. 2 years later, her appearance at an awards show was so different that observers struggled to recognize her. Her surgeries took a more extreme turn, with annual breast enlargements from 2019, each implant weighing about 4.4 pounds, raising concerns among some plastic surgeons about potential health impacts. Dr. Sko Felix, a medical professional, expresses concern about the frequency and extent of Katie's surgeries, warning of potential health risks. In a world where many celebrities keep their surgical journeys secret, Katie Price stands out for openly sharing her plastic surgery experiences. Number 24. Jocelyn Wildenstein. Jocelyn Wildenstein underwent extensive transformations, not driven by personal desire, but to please her husband Alec. Unfortunately, this trend is prevalent, as you'll see on this list, and the outcomes are often less than appealing. Jocelyn exemplifies this, embarking on a plastic surgery journey influenced by her husband's love for cats, aiming for a feline-like appearance. It's not a quest to emulate Catwoman or Black Cat from comics, rather, it stems from her husband's passion for cats. Regrettably, her numerous surgeries included procedures like elevating her eyes, upper and lower eyelid surgery, brow lift, facelift, lip plumping injections, chin augmentation, fat grafting, and cheek implants. The tragedy deepens as she eventually divorces Alec, receiving a substantial settlement. Despite clear visual evidence of the surgeries, Jocelyn vehemently denied undergoing them for decades. Her denial may be attributed to the evident addiction to surgeries, reflecting a profoundly disheartening situation. Number 23. Simon Cowell. Simon Cowell, the famous English TV host and music executive known for shows like The X Factor and Got Talent, has changed a lot, and people are talking about whether he had plastic surgery. In 2023, he said he did some extreme things to look younger, and it made him look very different, almost like a character from a scary movie. This surprised a lot of people, and it also made his young son, Eric, feel sad because he didn't like how his dad looked now. So, Simon tried to fix it. He took out some of the stuff he put in his face and decided to do less extreme things, like facials instead of big changes. Simon also started to care more about being healthy. He eats balanced meals, drinks a lot of water, and wants to not just look good, but also feel good. He's making choices that are better for his overall well-being in a simple and natural way. Number 22. Anastasia Pokryschuk. Anastasia Pokryschuk, originally from Kiev, Ukraine, had several cosmetic procedures to change her appearance, like Botox, veneers, chin and jaw reshaping, and liposuction. What's surprising is how different she looks after all these changes. Anastasia started doing these things when she was 26, and what's unique about her story is that she did the filler injections herself. She learned from online tutorials and says she follows strict cleanliness rules, doing it like a doctor taking care of a patient. She's very confident in her skills. Because she keeps adding filler injections to make herself look perfect, Anastasia now has very noticeable cheeks, and she wants them to be the most prominent in the world. In an interview in 2020, she said she's determined to keep doing her own fillers, even though some doctors are worried about her choices. Number 21. Pixie Fox. Pixie Fox spent $120,000 on plastic surgeries to resemble her favorite animated characters. Despite the subtle distinction between animated and anime, Pixie's body transformation is quite drastic. She aims to look like a mix of Tinkerbell and Jessica Rabbit, leading her to undergo numerous procedures, including a nose job, eyelid surgery, a brow lift, lip and cheek fillers, 4 breast surgeries, a Brazilian butt lift, permanent makeup, and even the removal of 6 ribs, a quarter of her total. This pursuit proved challenging initially, as she struggled to find a willing doctor, highlighting some positivity until she eventually found one. Pixie Fox encourages people to use plastic surgery to chase their dreams, a message with potential risks, especially for young and impressionable individuals. Her extreme choices, while her own, raise concerns about her mental well-being, considering the lengths she has gone and continues to go to achieve her desired appearance. The danger and potential consequences of her actions are evident, and one can't help but wonder about the long-term impact on her health. Number 20. Jessica Alves. Jessica Alves, originally born male, recently came out as transgender and now presents as very feminine. However, the complexity lies in Jessica's initial desire to be recognized as the human Ken doll from the age of 17, leading to extensive measures, including spending £650,000 on body transformations. This involved removing 4 ribs and getting AB implants to create a six-pack illusion. Transitioning into the female gender later on, Jessica faced additional surgeries, costing even more money, time, and effort. Her inspiration for her form was the late Anna Nicole Smith, whom she admired while growing up. The tragic aspect becomes apparent as Jessica has spent a total of $700,000 altering her body in 2 distinct ways and genders. The concern arises about the toll on her body if she undergoes further changes in the future, as the human body has its limits. Number 19. Sahar Tabar. People express themselves in many ways, like with music, dance, or colorful hair. Fatima Kishan, also known as Sahar Tabar on Instagram, has a unique way. She had lots of surgeries, around 50, to look like a zombie version of Angelina Jolie. This makes her story quite different. In 2017, people noticed Tabar because of pictures showing her looking like a spooky Angelina Jolie. We don't know exactly how many surgeries she had, but some say it's a lot. Tabar's story got even more interesting when she had some problems with the law in Iran. They accused her of a vague crime called blasphemy, and she went to jail. At first they said she would be in jail for 10 years, but later she got out on bail. The mix of her wanting to look different and the legal troubles makes her story even more unusual. Number 18. Mickey Rourke. Mickey Rourke's journey with plastic surgery is unique among celebrities seeking facial rejuvenation. Unlike others tackling the aging process, Rourke's motivation stemmed from severe facial injuries incurred during his time as a professional boxer, a career shift he made in the 1990s. Despite success in amateur boxing, with 12 consecutive knockouts in the 1960s and 1970s, his transition to the professional ring took a toll on his face. Enduring 2 broken noses, a split tongue, a compressed cheekbone, and short-term memory loss, Rourke underwent multiple reconstructive surgeries to restore his facial features. Dissatisfied with the initial results, he pursued further surgeries, resulting in his now virtually unrecognizable appearance. To address the damage, Rourke had 5 nose operations and 1 procedure to fix his damaged cheekbone, primarily aiming to rectify injuries from his boxing career. Regrettably, Rourke openly acknowledged making an unfortunate choice in selecting the surgeon responsible for his facial reconstruction. Number 17. Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson changed a lot because he had a lot of plastic surgery. If you look at his pictures when he was young and compare them to the ones before he passed away in 2009, you can see a big difference. His plastic surgery journey involved many procedures, some to fix things that didn't go well before. It all started when he wanted to make his nose better. Legend says he was unsure about how it would turn out, so he convinced his sister Latoya to try it first. When that went well, he had his own nose job in 1979, and that was the beginning of his big change. Experts like Dr. Ida Gorbis think Michael Jackson might have had about 100 surgeries. Some of these made him look very different, and it even became hard to tell his ethnicity. Although we don't know all the details, Dr. Wallace Goodstein, who worked with Jackson's surgeons in the 1990s, shared a list. He had multiple nose jobs, cheek implants, eyelid surgery, and a cleft in his chin. Shockingly, Dr. Goodstein said Jackson would have several surgeries every 2 months, sometimes having a dozen procedures each time. This shows how much he was committed to changing how he looked. Number 16, Hang Myoku. Hang Myoku had a problem with plastic surgery. She started when she was 28 to get perfect skin. She went to Japan for many surgeries, but later, doctors refused to do more. When she came back to Korea, she changed so much that her parents didn't recognize her. At first, she tried getting help for her mental health, but then she found a surgeon who gave her silicone injections and supplies to do it herself. When she ran out, she used cooking oil on her face, which caused big problems like swelling and scarring. People felt sorry for her and donated money, but even after 10 surgeries, she couldn't fix everything. Now in her 60s, she works in a used clothes store and gets help from the government. She really hopes to look like she did before, showing how bad plastic surgery can be. Number 15, Tiffany Taylor. In a peculiar tale, Tiffany Taylor has spent her entire adult life trying to resemble Ivanka Trump. This unusual behavior is quite distinct in the realm of oddities, as Taylor inexplicably believes Ivanka Trump is the ultimate female role model. Despite the questionable rationale behind this goal, Taylor has undergone numerous surgeries to emulate Donald Trump's daughter, whom she sees as a role model for all women. Surprisingly, Taylor had 13 surgeries in just 1 year, including 2 breast augmentations, a nose job, and numerous cheek fillers. However, her desire for more changes faced a setback when doctors, seemingly concerned, refused to perform additional surgeries on her appearance. This unique obsession started after the end of her 10-year marriage, leading to speculation about whether Taylor's pursuit is more about seeking emotional support than wanting multiple cosmetic procedures. Taylor's journey into transforming herself included liposuction, lifts, tucks, and enhancements throughout her body and face. Unfortunately, despite all these alterations, it appears Taylor hasn't quite achieved the look of the Trump family member. People trying to identify the celebrity she resembles have suggested Britney or Christina, but no one has accurately guessed Ivanka. Perhaps this confusion is more due to Ivanka having generic features rather than Taylor falling short in her efforts. The mystery persists, prompting contemplation about why Taylor is so determined to imitate someone whose likeness remains elusive. Number 14, Victoria Wilde. Victoria Wilde from Latvia underwent multiple procedures, including 3 breast augmentation surgeries that increased her breast size to a considerable 32G, along with permanent lip implants and Botox. The aim was to make herself look like an inflatable love toy, highlighting a concerning aspect of societal expectations and values. What's equally troubling is that her sugar daddy and modeling agency funded these transformations, underscoring the societal acceptance of such extreme changes. Wilde admits that her transformation stemmed from an inferiority complex, but now she embraces the attention and doesn't mind being seen as a human blow-up doll. Number 13, Nanette Hammond. Nanette Hammond wasn't afraid to undergo numerous surgeries, spending over $500,000 to enhance her appearance. Surprisingly, she expressed a desire for more surgeries to appear younger and improve her life. Equally concerning, she stated she would continue these procedures until she turned 70, meaning she would have been doing them for more than half of her life just to resemble a Barbie. To add to this, she even landed a role in a reality show to document the process. This situation raises concerns about Hollywood's influence and its impact on society.